Surviving the Aftermath just had its first patch, and I want to look together with you at the patch notes and have a look. I mean, I've already seen something in the gameplay that I've seen, and that is already fixed, so that's quite good. Colonists will no longer get stuck in the using a door state. That was a problem that just made people die because they wouldn't leave a building. They would just run against the door. So they fixed that. That's good. Let's see what else there's going on there. General, the format of the feedback report generated by the in-game reporting system has been improved. Well, that's kind of good, but well, I like the reporting. I've done some reports and suggestions, and we'll see if they'll get introduced. For example, renaming your colonists should be something you could do. Then we reduce the amount of logging from the world map and the work slots to mitigate an excessive increase in the log file size in specific situations. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there were some logs that would never leave the message bar. I hope this is fixed. Implemented minor fixes to localization. I was playing the game in English, so probably I'm happy for all the people playing in German, in Polish. I don't know what it's on, what languages it has, but it's good. Fixed an issue that allowed an empty radio station to be saved, leading to errors. But if you want no music, you can just disable the music, right? But that would be something to have a radio station from the modders. So the game will no longer get stuck during loading when mods with buildings were used. I'm impressed there are already mods going on for the game. I mean, the game runs with some kind of combined Paradox launcher, Epic Games Store launcher. So the Paradox launcher has been improved greatly. Though that was easy because before it was a nightmare and now it works okay. Fixed an issue that prevented the Paradox launcher from properly logging in. There have been a lot of reports for that, and it's relevant for some people that want to see the hours they played, or that want to use platforms. Like basically there's some creator platforms where you have to show that you've played the game, and then you'll get some codes sometimes. So that's important for these people and for achievement hunters and for everyone who wants to know how much time they invested in the game. And yeah, that's really something. Good. Announcement pop-ups will now display properly when the privacy policy is shown in the first startup. Yeah. I've had that. Yeah, you basically had to click beyond it and then it worked. But if you didn't experiment along, then you would never leave that screen. So it's good that it is fixed. Then gameplay. Fix an issue that caused the game to get stuck because of incorrect loading of the tutorial state. Oh, happy they fixed it, even though the tutorial is not really necessary. Well, it's probably good at the first play, but later on it's pretty self-explanatory. It's not a hard game in the meaning that it's a complicated game. We'll see if it becomes complex, but it's more like a challenge game. So if you use the tutorial all the time, you shouldn't use it. This is just, well, it's good it's corrected though. Catastrophes will no longer get stuck until another catastrophe starts. Well, a never-ending catastrophe sounds like something bad. Because there's a lot of things you cannot do during catastrophes, as I've seen that. And I mean, a constant meteor shower is just hell. The building damage from the heatwave catastrophe has been disabled. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, what would a heatwave doesn't destroy your tent. A magnetic storm doesn't destroy your tent, but a comet or something, or not a comet, a meteor shower does. Colonists, I've already told you about that, will no longer get stuck in the using a door state, not running against walls like madmen until they die. Fix an issue that caused the building cells under the entrance tiles not being correctly released when cancelling a building construction zone, preventing the creation of other buildings. So the ruins forever. So it's good that it is fixed. I've never encountered it, but it's probably annoying as hell if you have a good setup. There are people that build perfect setups. I'm probably not among them. I build good setups. It's easy to build good setups, logical setups, but there's people who really bring this to another level, and it's good that this is resolved for them, and of course generally it's good. Improve the ease of selection of the gate construction zone. It was easy as it was, but if they make it easier, it's a UI improvement, and UI improvements are always great. I think UI is one of the main driving factors of like having a flow state in a game. If you don't have to fight the UI, then that's already pretty good, and that's something where Surviving the Aftermath is pretty great at. You can't question a bit its originality, but it's a good combination, and the UI is just very nice. The gate construction zone is no longer overridden by the gate ruins selection, okay. And then they fixed an issue that caused the bandit combat on the world map not to work properly after loading a game. Yeah, that's an important part later on in the game, once you've mastered the initial stages, and so it's good they got that to work properly now that probably many people that are in the early access will reach that state now where they also combat bandits. So that was it from actually Davey private 10 messages. Yeah, new one from I think Iceflake Studios, probably dipping in here to write the patch notes, and probably there's going to be dev diaries as well. I'm looking forward to that. I'm really interested in the game, not so much in that it's in the Epic launcher. I'm a bit critical of the Epic launcher, but I'll try it. It's my first try with the Epic launcher, and I just want to see how it works. I mean, as a child, as a young child, I've always played games from Epic Mega Games, like these old jump and runs, and so some kind of nostalgic feeling has led me to try this once. And also, I really love, in general, the city building games of Paradox and things like Frostpunk as well. So the setting also, I love the Fallout setting. I love these post-apocalyptic settings, science fiction settings, and that combined with a good UI that I've seen here, I just had to do it. So there's that, and I'll try to get you updated on the patches and the dev diaries they make. So if you're interested in that, I'm a small channel, so making a small channel, so if you want to see videos from the channel again, then it is recommended to also not only subscribe but also use the bell, with always giving notifications, as even then you won't always get the notifications. But yeah, I mean, if you don't activate the notifications, it is a low possibility that you ever get a video again. And I'll try to cover most of Surviving the Aftermath, also I'm also playing it, and I'll try to show you from time to time if I'm encountering something spectacular. At some point I'll probably make a 100% difficulty run. That is the highest difficulty right now, just showing how the game is on really apocalyptic state, and things like that are going to be coming, and maybe some smaller guides if we're lucky. So have a great time until next time, and happy gaming. This is Immanuel Khan signing out. See you soon.